Welcome back to Q&A with P.J.Mir. I have with me today the ambassador of Argentina. And the ambassador here, as you're seeing, is telling us all about Argentina, telling us all about how Argentina and Pakistan go hand in hand together. And of course, the famous Argentina Park in Islamabad, which has been set up by the ambassador through his efforts. And then, of course, the hospital, which has also been set up. But apart from that, as you heard, that the meat business in Pakistan, how it's being done, he said that yes, of course, you can go to Argentina and learn how the meat business dwells and thrives in Argentina. But more to the point now that it is the festive season all over the world. Christmas is around the corner. So how do you actually celebrate Christmas?
Well, as you know, Christmas for us, as Argentina is a big proportion of the country is Catholic. 97% of the country are Catholic, and for us, Christmas is, of course, the most significant time for our as Christians. Is that when Christ has been born. And how do we celebrate? It's mainly not only religious but also family gather. It's an opportunity to all the families to get together to enjoy, because it's a very joyful occasion. So families are getting together. There are also this you prepare yourself for good meals, and normally take holidays on those days. It's a very nice, very peaceful time of the year.
Family orientated.
Family orientated. Of course, the whole country, and not only my country, but all, the European countries and Western countries who celebrate Christmas, the activity slows down a lot. Because it's not only Christmas, but immediately after it has a New Year Eve, at the end of the year, so also another occasion to celebrate. So that this is a very nice occasion to get together, as you have here the celebrations of Eid. All the family gets to the place, whatever city or village they are for, and they get together. So the same happens in the Christianity in Christmas. We try to get together. Myself, I will go to Argentina, and I will spend there with my wife, my children, and my 2 grandchildren, and also other sisters and brothers. And I mean, it's a big event.
Now, earlier on we spoke about polo. How good are you as far as polo is concerned in the world?
Let me tell you a secret. We are, for the last, let's say, 80 years, the best, #1, without discussion in the world, in polo.
And why is that?
We have the best players, have the best horses, and there's no one. I tell you, if the only thing that I can say, Argentina is the best. There's no country in the world that can beat Argentina in polo. I mean, you can, I can even make an exercise. You can form the best team that you want, taking players from all around the world, all the countries, United States, I mean, the big countries like the United States, England, France, I would say those are the bigger ones in polo. But I mean, you can add Brazil, you can add this area, India, Pakistan, Brunei, Malaysia. So you choose and you form the team that you want, the best players, and you make them to compete against 10 different teams of Argentina. Not one, 10 different teams. I can bet you that you don't win a single match.
Really? Really? And the secret?
Secret is, I don't know, there is a phenomenon, because the polo came to Argentina by the British, and we started developing, and we started making players, and it's like a never-ending producing cracks, messes of polo that are there, and amazing. I mean, I don't know the figure exactly today, but I think today there are around 12 players of 10 and from 12 in the world, 11 are Argentinians. So it's impossible. I mean, that's why that's why Argentina has created years ago an Argentinian, very good Argentinian polo player had the idea to establish a World Cup of polo of low handicap that is until 14 or 15 goals, and that is a competition that goes on today, and you have around the world, and the competition of what's called the polo World Cup. And at the moment, this year Argentina is again champion. But in that, many other countries have won: Chile, Brazil, France, England. Why? Because they are until 14. Then you have 14 goals divided into 4. There are players of 3 goals, 2 goals. I mean, and then of course there's another
game altogether.
Another league.
But tell me, why don't you bring your Argentinian polo team to Pakistan?
Oh, they come, but not the top ones, because there's no competition. But every year there are Argentinian players coming, let's say of 5, 6, 7, even 8 goals of handicap, coming here to play, particularly in Lahore, in this Lahore Polo Club. And there is a competition, particularly the most important is the Presidential Cup, and also the Jinnah Polo Cup. And there are many teams, most of them, in each of them there's one Argentinian player, and they compete, and they're very nice. That is February and March.
But is it possible that our youngsters in Pakistan, if they wish to learn and develop their polo skills, can they go to Argentina?
They can, and they go. There are many. At the moment, there are some players of Pakistan in Argentina. They go, they train there in different ranches or farms where they train polo. They are like a school. They go, they practice polo all the time, and then they come back and they improve a lot. And they have also, many of them, they have gone there to buy horses. And they are, if you see in Lahore today, they say that around 100 polo ponies of Argentina that are there, and of course much better than the ones who are
already here. But tell me, what is the secret as far as football is concerned? Because Argentina is pretty good in football as well.
Yeah, but in football we are very good. We are the best player in the world, that is Messi, even recognized by the Brazilians. Even by the former president says, no doubt Messi is the best. Even the other day, the Brazilian Astor, Nayar, said Messi no doubt is the best player in the world. Yes, but in football, I cannot say we are the best in the world. We are very good. Today, I would say the best team is Spain. But there is a competition. There's not you cannot say that which country is the best. Today I would say probably the country who has shown to be the best in football is Brazil, because they won more the cups, but they are not the best today. So this is because but that's why I say to you, polo, there's no doubt. And
hockey?
No, hockey we are more or less like you. Around the 10th, number 10 in men hockey. In women, we are probably the first or second in the world. We are between the third best.
How much of emphasis does the Argentinian government put on sports and human development?
I should say very little. I'm afraid very little. It should be more supportive in sports. And that is, of course, most of the sports in Argentina has been improved and developed by
themselves.
The sales of some small private public institutions, but in principle very little.
Tell me,
in the Olympics we did very badly, and that's where you show if the government is behind or not. But in football, of course, all these professionals, all the sports now are very professionals, are very, they're not amateurs anymore. So there's a lot of money involved in tennis and hockey and football, rugby. We are very good in rugby, you mentioned that, but we are now competing in rugby within the 3 more important rugby countries in the world, that is New Zealand, Australia and South Africa. Argentina is now one of the 4th. There were 3 before, and now we are 4. And
now, Ambassador, there's one song, it's called Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. And of course, from Juan Perón to Evita Perón. Now, are the people still reminiscent? Do they still remember them?
Oh yeah, very much. I mean, not all the people, but still in Argentina, the Peronist movement, Peronist party, it's the largest political party. I will not say that is a unit. Let's say they are using the, let's say, the flag, or using the
legacy.
The legacy of Perón and Evita. They are at least 3 or 4 versions of Peronism into power, and the others in opposition. But they all, let's say, as a followers of Perón. And yes, they do. And Eva Perón, also because of the way she died and the way she was trying to look after the poor people.
Did she really do that?
Oh yes, she did very much. Yeah.
And she was a poor person's person.
Yeah, the origin, yes, then become not so poor, but yes, and Perón in certain way was, I would say, I could compare it with Sofia Libuto, also more or less the same period of time. They were more or less simultaneous, and also did a lot of changes in the country, and that was, but still very much.
Very interesting answer that Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and his daughter Benazir, they were very much like, they've done so much, or they wanted to do so much for the poor. Yet, look at their end, look at the Perons, how they ended. Why is it that in the world that people who tend to care for the poor tend to be eliminated?
Why? That is a very good question, difficult to answer, because I have no real answer to that, but I don't. My answer will go is that if they have been eliminated or killed, well, Perón and Eva were not killed or eliminated; they died by natural causes or disease.
But persecuted they were.
Persecuted, yes, but sometimes it's not. I don't say that they've been killed or persecuted because of that. They've been killed or persecuted because of other issues of in their career on the political life. That probably is not because of that. It's not that they've been killed because she was or persecuted because they were helping the labor parties, talking about Argentina, for example. Probably was because of other reasons, which I don't think is the subject to discuss today.
Tell me, Ambassador, now that we're running out of time, what kind of a message will you give today to the Pakistanis on your festive occasion, and of course, as an ambassador of Pakistan? Of Argentina too. Well, I said it the reverse way, as ambassador of Argentina to Pakistan.
Well, the message that I will say about Pakistan is that Pakistan has probably the most, what I always say, the most important asset that Pakistan has is the people. The Pakistani itself, as an individual, as a person, is fantastic. I mean, they are really generous, working people, very suffered, they suffer really much, and they, considering what they are facing in many ways, still you see them that they are, I would say, even happy. That is something that really it's amazing to see, because it's not you don't see the Pakistani people that are sad with long faces all the time. You see that people that enjoying life, and even though with all these problems that they face, load sheddings and terrorism and insecurity and so that my message is that Pakistan has to try to look after the future in the way it has to put together all together and try to push in front, and not to try to blame others for what they have. That's a negative part of it. Pakistan, when they cannot solve what they have, the problem they have, they always blame the others. Foreign country, for the situation, neighbors, whatever. Probably those are factors, but not the main factor. You have to do your own homework, prepare your house first, and then see if the external factors are also affecting you.
Ambassador Rodolfo Martin Saravia, thank you very much for your time. ये थे एम्बेसडर अर्जेंटीना के, और इनकी आपने बातें सुनी. यहाँ ये एक एक्सरसाइज है कि देखें, जब कोई एम्बेसडर आता है तो एक एफर्ट होती है कि यू मस्ट लर्न अबाउट हिज कंट्री, एंड आप उसको सुनते हो, उसकी बातों को सुनते हो, क्योंकि यहाँ कितने एम्बेसडर्स हैं इस मुल्क में जो कि आपके सामने आते हैं और बातचीत करते हैं, बताते हैं अपने मुतल्लिक, अपने मुल्क के खेलों के मुतल्लिक, लड़कों के मुतल्लिक, और बताते हैं कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं. यहाँ एंड में उनका मैसेज बड़ा सिंपल है कि देखो, पाकिस्तानी कौम एक ऐसी है कि अगर प्रॉब्लम्स भी आती हैं, हंसती है, खेलती है और फिर खड़ी हो जाती है, लेकिन अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आए, दूसरों पे ब्लेम मत डालो, खुद अपने आप को ठीक करो. और यही मैं भी कहता हूं कि देखो, अगर हम खुद अपने आप को ठीक नहीं करेंगे, बाहर वाले ने थोड़ी हमें ठीक करना है. लुक आफ्टर पाकिस्तान एंड लुक आफ्टर इट्स पीपल. थैंक यू एंड खुदा हाफिज.